Okay, this is what I'm going to talk about right now is another Sonic rant, but this time it kind of goes into stages. Right now, I'm going to talk about Sonic games that suck. Oh no, and I'm not talking about the supposed Sonic games that suck that you fanboys think in the post Sonic Adventure 2 era, or the 3D era as we all know it. I'm talking about Sonic games that sucked in the 2D era. I know what some of you fanboys are thinking. You're crazy. You're not a Sonic fan. All the 2D Sonic games are awesome. It's the 3D ones that suck. You're not a Sonic fan. You're just an idiot. You're just a jerk or something. Yeah, well, get over yourself. There were 2D Sonic games that sucked. Just like there were 2D Mario games that sucked. Just like there were Pokemon games that sucked. Just like there were 2D Mega Man games that sucked. Face it, no franchise is perfect. Okay, done with that. Okay, let's start with easily the 2D Sonic game we all know that sucked, was the Sonic Drift 1 and 2. And this is the most well-known. Once retarded fanboys get over the fact that Sonic is in a car, there are completely different reasons why this game sucked. Okay, I played this game, Sonic Drift, on the game, well, not on the Game Gear, but as a mini-game in Sonic Adventure GX. Yes, I don't own a Game Gear, or rather, I don't own any Sega consoles, actually. Yes, here's the truth about me. I am a Sonic fan, but technically, I may have played Sonic 2, but I really became a true Sonic fan when I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I have no Sega systems. I was a Nintendo fan back then. Okay, back out of that. Just tell you that, because I might get bashed for it. Okay, back to this. Let's see. Besides the fact that Sonic was in a car, which isn't the point that made it suck, to all you idiotic fans, let's see. To me, what made the game bad was the fact that the controls were way too stiff. I mean, and the turns were way too tight. You really couldn't see a turn coming, and it would always slow you down. I really couldn't beat the first race in that game. It was just way too difficult for me. Anyway, there's Sonic Drift 2, I played in Sonic Gems Collection, still the same thing, just with more characters, which are interesting. Anyway, and now, because of these two games, people are now criticizing the newest Sonic game, well, Sonic/Sega game, called Sega All-Stars Racing. Okay, first off, when I heard about this game, I wasn't really all that interested. Why? Because I already own a lot of racing games. I mean, my favorite Sonic racing game is Sonic Riders, because to me, it's clearly the best. It just is. It has the speed, it has a lot of different stuff, and I love the hoverboards. Anyway, but when I looked at the trailers and the gameplay, I started getting interested in it. But there are still no pleasing you idiot fanboys. You immediately have to go play the, it's like you're not even looking at the gameplay. You're just seeing Sonic in a car, and go back to the thing that Sega is just trying to kill off Sonic in any way they can, and calling this game a Mario Kart ripoff. The only reason you're calling this a Mario Kart ripoff is just because he's in a cart. Let me see. There are many racing games out there. And why aren't you criticizing the racing minigames that have been Sonic games before? Let me see. In both Sonic Adventure games, which you always call godly to the 3D era, there was the Twinkle Circuit minigame and the kart racing minigame in Sonic Adventure 2. Why aren't you criticizing those? I know, because they were in Sonic Adventure. In Sonic Adventure, where the series was the only good 3D Sonic games. Well, they're not. Okay. Oh yeah, and there are a lot of games that can be classified as Mario Kart ripoffs simply because of item use. Let me see. There are many kart racing games, but probably the only thing that makes them Mario Kart-like would be the use of items, and there are many games that can be classified as Mario Kart ripoffs. Let me see. There's Diddy Kong Racing, which is a clear second place to all those Mario Kart games, that rip-off games. Thank you, EGM, for clarifying that. There's Crash Nitro Kart. I haven't seen anyone bash that. Mega Man Battle and Chase, which is only available in America for the, Mega Man X collection, but still, it's there. And Sonic R. Yes, Sonic R can be classified as a Mario Kart ripoff too. Well, this game is not a Sonic Drift 3, nor is this a Mario Kart ripoff. There are lots of games, and by the way, just because Sonic in his car, you immediately have to rant about it. Let me see. Let me see. Sonic can run at supersonic speed. With it on foot, he could lap the track. He could run around the track like 100 times before everyone finished. What kind of competition would that be? And we all know that Sonic loves competition, so maybe he got into a car to even the playing field. Maybe he just wanted to everyone have a fair chance. Gee, why haven't I thought of that? Use your head. Seriously. Stop thinking in the Genesis era and have an open mind and have an imagination. Yeah. Unleashed was not a... speaking of ripoffs, Unleashed was not a Zelda ripoff. One, Link turned into a regular wolf. Sonic's not a werewolf. Here's one way to say it. Feral hedgehog. Feral hedgehog. That's at least how I put it. And there are hundreds of games that have swords. Black Knight's not a Zelda ripoff either. There are hundreds of games that have swords. Like Fire Emblem, and I don't know any other... I can't think of any others offhand, but still... Use your heads, for crying out loud. Okay, now moving on. Sonic Labyrinth. Yes, honestly, this game wasn't that great either. This was a Game Gear game, and it does exactly what you fanboys are afraid of. Sonic got captured by Eggman. Oh, I'm sorry. Robotnik, as I should probably say it, seeing how you fanboys also hate people that call him Eggman. And was forced to wear slow-down boots. Yes, slow-down boots. Doing exactly what they say. Sonic was incapable of running and jumping. You had to walk, yes, walk, and use spin dash to collect keys, get through the dungeons, defeat the bosses, and get the Chaos Emeralds. Yes, this game wasn't that great. I played it, not that great. Because using spin dash as your only attack is kind of like playing Russian roulette at times. Anyway, yeah, let me think. Then there's Sonic R. Okay, this game, before you start criticizing me, this game was decent. It's on the top of the list of these games I just listed, but it's not that great. Like I said, it clearly couldn't match Mario Kart 64 and any other racing games that came out. This game could be classified as a Mario Kart ripoff because of item use. Yes, it could be even classified as a Diddy Kong Racing ripoff because you had to collect coins to get the Chaos Emerald and finish in first place. Diddy Kong Racing and Crash Nitro Kart have exactly that. You have to collect the silver rare coins in Diddy Kong Racing and finish in first place, which is kind of hard. I still haven't beat that. And in Crash Nitro Kart, you have to collect the C and K coins and finish in first place. At least I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to come back to that because I traded in Crash Nitro Kart years ago. Yes. Oh yeah, and if anything, all you idiots out there, Sega All-Stars Racing is not a full-blown Sonic game. Like I said, it could be classified as a Diddy Kong Racing ripoff because it has Sega characters. Sega characters. Like Knights, Amigo, or whatever his name is, from Samba de Amigo. Like, Billy Hatcher, like Sonic Riders. Like, seriously. Of course, there's no pleasing you guys. Seriously, if Sonic was in any... Seriously, all you retarded fanboys... my theory is that if Sonic had any appearance in any game, you'd have to bash it. Like, I'm betting if Sega and Nintendo created that great Sonic and Mario crossover we probably all dream about, like that RPG/platformer style crossover we all want, at least I want, fanboys would still bash it. Even if Sonic still had his gameplay in that game, you'd still bash it. There's just no pleasing you guys anymore. I seriously give up on you fanboys. There's just no pleasing you. You wonder why Sega doesn't listen to their fans anymore? Simply because you've torn the fan base so badly, Sega doesn't know what to do. They can't take suggestions because there's so many of them. Yeah. And I mean, here's another example. Let's see another Sega game. One I'm looking forward to. Hatsune Miku Project Diva. And if you want to know about that, PM me. I don't want to explain it in the comments. Let me see. This isn't a Sega game because the main character is not a Sega character. She's owned by a different company. Let me see. If Sonic had this is a rhythm-based game, like Oblique Beat Agents and Space Channel 5 put together for the PSP. If Sonic was in this game, he'd be like, you'd bash it. It's just that simple. you'd be acting like Sonic shouldn't be in a rhythm game. It's like it's not true to his character. He can't dance. Well, Sonic breakdances in practically every game, so you'd have to get over that too. I'm kind of done here. SSJ out.